An extract from this morning's Gospel. But Thomas, who was called the Twin, one of the 12, was not with them when Jesus came. So the other disciples told him, "We have seen the Lord." But he said to them, "Unless I see the mark of the nails in his hand, and put my finger in the mark of the nails, and my hand in his side, I will not believe." A week later his disciples were again in the house, and Thomas was with them. Although the doors were shut, Jesus came and stood among them and said, "Peace be with you." Then he said to Thomas, "Put your finger here and see my hands. Reach out your hand and put it in my side. Do not doubt, but believe." Thomas answered him, "My Lord and my God." Jesus said to him, "Have you believed because you have seen me? Blessed are those who have not seen and yet believe." Today is Divine Mercy Sunday, a day that invites us to reflect deeply on the boundless mercy of God and the incredible gift of his love. A day to say, "Jesus, I trust in you." In the Gospel reading today from St. John, we encounter the risen Christ appearing to his disciples. They were gathered in fear, locked away in a room, uncertain of what the future held after the crucifixion of their Lord. Yet in their moment of despair, Jesus came to them, offering peace and reassurance. He greets them with the words, "Peace be with you," and shows them his wounds, the marks of his suffering and love. The moment is profound. Jesus does not come to chastise or condemn. Instead, he comes to offer mercy. He understands their fear, their doubts, and their failures. He knows that Peter denied him, and yet he extends his peace and forgiveness. This is the heart of divine mercy, God's willingness to forgive us no matter how far we have strayed. As we reflect on this Gospel, we see that Thomas, one of the disciples, was not present during this first encounter with the risen Lord. When he hears the others speak of their experience, he expresses doubt, saying, "Unless I see the mark of the nails in his hands and put my finger into the nail marks, I will not believe." Yet when Jesus appears again, he addresses Thomas directly, inviting him to touch his wounds and believe. "Do not be unbelieving, but believe," Jesus says. In this encounter we see the depths of Jesus' mercy. He does not scold Thomas for his doubt. Rather, he meets him where he is, offering him the opportunity to believe. This is a powerful reminder to each of us. In our moments of doubt, fear, or uncertainty, Jesus invites us to come to him, to bring our struggles and our questions, and to experience his mercy. Divine Mercy Sunday is not just a day to reflect on God's mercy, it's a call to action. We are invited to extend that same mercy to others. In the Gospel of Matthew, Jesus teaches us to forgive others as we have been forgiven. In this Gospel, John writes, "If you forgive the sins of any, they are forgiven. If you withhold anyone's sins, they are withheld." Think about it. If you have been hurt in some way and you hold a grudge, and it goes round and round in your mind, who is the one who suffers? Usually yourself, because you won't let it go. You won't forgive. When we forgive others and forgive another, we are set free from worrying thoughts of having been hurt and of possible revenge. How much more does forgiveness from God set us free to open our hearts to his merciful love? I'd like to finish with a section from St. Teresa's Act of Oblation to Merciful Love. She wrote, "In order to live in one single act of perfect love, I offer myself as a victim of Holocaust to your merciful love, asking you to consume me unceasingly, allowing the flood tide of infinite tenderness pent up in you to flow into my soul, and that thus I may love, with your love. We cannot do this without his love and mercy. Jesus, I trust in you.